Hello, Treacles. Welcome back to Founder Diaries. What the hell have I called this vlog? It is late. It is a Sunday and I'm in the office. And I wasn't going to vlog, but it makes sense to start it now because this week coming up, so it's Sunday the 9th. And I think I've said in the the vlog previous to this, that November I might as well just live in London. Like I do that much stuff there. I was there last week for like a day and a half. I thought I might as well record that, but I didn't. But this week coming up is like pretty carnage. So I'm going to do another week in the life. But just to prove something, so this week I'm going from Manchester to London for an event. And I'll be at that event all day on Wednesday in London. And then I'm going from London to Edinburgh, where I get into Edinburgh at 1 a.m. And then the following day, I'll be coming from Edinburgh back to Manchester because then I've got an in person like day on Friday. I forgot about the in person day because I was like, oh, I'll stay over in Edinburgh. Never been. That's not happening because Founders Coffee Club launches in Edinburgh this week. And I wasn't originally going to go. Ben was going to do it by himself. But we're busy. We've got a lot of tickets sold. And for a launch event and for someone to do it themselves, especially when it's not their normal thing, is a lot of work. So I've just been looking at like trains and things like that. Um, this is why hostels are your friend. People judge me because I stay in hostels. I love staying in hostels because I love the vibe. But for example, like when I get into Edinburgh at 1 a.m., a lot of hotels are can be a bit of a pain in the ass for you checking in at that time. And then also, like, I'll be paying 150, £200 to sleep for like 8 hours. Not even that. Like, if I get there at 1, that's when I get in. Then I've got to get to wherever I'm checking in, then wind down or whatever. Then I've got to get up first thing in the morning. It is not worth the money. Whereas I stay in this hostel, it's got like 27,000 reviews. It's 15 quid. I don't know why people don't do this more. It makes traveling, especially if you're starting a business, or if you want to travel a lot more with business, makes it a lot more accessible. But yeah, and plus, I like hostels. I do. So yeah, so here's the start of the vlog of another week in the life. What a week! I'm already knackered from last week. Don't even get me started on the week after. Yeah. Anyway, so here's the night before my week in the life. I'm going to show you the carriage of it, and I will love you and leave you. Good morning, good morning. Oh, like I say, start of the busy week. It is glorious today. So, just booked everything for the week. So, booked all the trains. So, I go to London tomorrow at 5:30. And straight from there, I'm going to just go straight to the hostel because I stay in a hostel when I'm in London as well. Um, and then, if anyone's curious on that, whether you're watching this or not, I don't know if people are going to watch this. Message me. I promise you it's worth it. Then from there, I'm going to. Then the show the following day starts at 10. So, I'm going to get there for 10. It's meant to finish at 5, but I'm going to leave it about 3, which I've been to it before. That's more than enough. Because if I'm only there for like 5 hours, I won't need like a break or anything else. Get coffee as I go. And then, oh, then leave there at 3, head to Stansted. Then once I get to Stansted, I've got to get through because my flight is at 6. That's more than enough time. It's like an hour and a bit from Liverpool Street. And I've never flew from Stansted, but it's one terminal. It's pretty easy. And then fly from there. And then I get into Edinburgh at 7:30, which is nicer than the train I was going to get, which got me there at 1:45 in the morning. Go check into my accommodation. Hopefully grab dinner with Ben, who's hosting my event. And then the following day, coffee club at 10 in the morning. So it's not sounding as disgusting now because I've decided to fly up and not get the train, which is good. But I'm now running a smidge late to the office. Shock, because I got doing all that stuff and I just got like debating what I should do or not. Got quite a few meetings today. Quite a few meetings, actually. Because I'm technically losing Wednesday, I've got quite a bit of admin to do today. I need to record some YouTube videos today. Yeah, busy. And it was a late one last night because I ended up with like meal prepping and all that kind of jazz as you normally do on a Sunday. But another week in the life of a founder. Don't know who's going to watch. It's fucking glorious today, man. Look at this weather. Oh, love it. I'm still getting used to this gimbal thing. And also, hello, Dad, if you're watching. I know my dad like watching these. So yeah, let's crack on. It's going to be a busy day. I'm going to try and talk to the camera a lot more than I did on my last one. But once again, like I say, it's a normal week in life. I watch a lot of this content. Like I watch a lot of creators
who create days in the lives and week in the lives. I just enjoy watching it. And some of them have the Porsches, you know, do the Dubai, do the whatever. Other ones just show their lifestyle. Like I follow one guy who lives in Cape Town. He's very into fashion. A lot of his stuff is actually just fashion, being on the beach, going swimming, work. Like that's all his kind of thing is. So when I make these, I'm like, okay, I found a day in the life. I don't do Porsches. I don't have an AP on my wrist. Don't live in Dubai. So I'm just trying to make it as real as I can with what it's like. So yeah. Anyway, speak soon. Hello. Such a cliche shot of the office. I'm so hungry. I have to go get some food. But first 2 meetings of the day done. Met a lovely new guy called James in London. Really, really nice guy. And then just had a team meeting with my client Scott. I talk about quite a lot. Ready for tomorrow because that leads to a couple of meetings tomorrow. And he's coming with me on Wednesday to the event in London. So we're going to make a plan for that tomorrow for him. I've got a meeting with a client. Then I've got a bit of a break where I'm going to do some work. And then I've got 3 more like one-to-ones, which I don't normally do on Mondays, but because I'm busy this week, put them on Monday. No, 4 more one-to-ones. Oh, Jesus Christ. Then I need to record 2 YouTube channels, and then I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't bring it. I won't even edit this bit out. I didn't bring my badminton racket. I wanted to go to badminton tonight. It depends how much work I get done. But I will try and go. LinkedIn's popping off. I need to send some Founders Coffee Club stuff. Like I say, carnage, damn Monday, but we crack on. I love Monday. Favorite day of the week. Sundays and Mondays, 2 favorite days of the week. Sundays because I get a lot done ready for the week ahead. I like Sundays. And Mondays because it's all my meetings done. And then the rest of the week, other than the odd bits, I can just kind of crack on. I'm just very, very conscious this week how busy I am. Very conscious. I want to make sure I get everything done. And flying to Edinburgh makes my life a lot easier because instead of 4.5 hours on a train, it's an hour and a half. You might go, oh, at 4.5 hours, if you get a lot of work done. Depends on the Wi-Fi. It really does. So an hour and a half makes that a lot easier to get done. Like I might be tired when I get there, but if I need to, I can smash a bit of work out, or I'm not going to be as tired in the morning, so I can go to the event early and do some bit of work there. And then the train back from Manchester to, from Edinburgh to Manchester is like 4 and a bit hours. So I'll try and get some bits done on there, but once again, depends on Wi-Fi. Like to London, it's 2 and a bit hours. Depends how much thing is on that. Yeah, it's going to be a lot, guys, as I keep saying. But I'm going to smash this in. I've got a meeting in a few minutes, and then we're going to go from there. Deuces. Hello. Let's try that again. Hello. Yeah. Did I record much of today? No, because it would just be loads of B-roll of me in meetings. But it's been back to back. I've had some really good chats today. Called my good friend Andy, who I'm meeting. I might have already said at Founders Coffee Club in Edinburgh on Thursday, which is really, really cool. And then I met an amazing new guy called Martin, part of the team, one of the co-founders of Girls on the Go. Really cool model with what they're doing. I was going on my hair. But no, it was really nice to chat to him. That was really, really cool. And yeah, literally just been sorting panel out for London as well, which is awesome. And now I'm actually going to go to badminton. I'm going to go because I keep saying I want to go and I've not been in weeks. So I'm going to go tonight. I think I might take my MacBook home with me as well. Might not sound like much, but I've got pretty good at leaving it at the office. But I think I might throw it in my bag in case I want to do a couple of bits when I get home tonight after badminton. So. Oh, it's a windy one this morning. Oh, today the carnage begins. And I didn't record much yesterday because it all begins today. So, going to the office now, all day with the client, jump on a train to London. Now I've got the trade show tomorrow. So, today's kind of a boring-ish day, but I've realised I've got so much to organise for the rest of the month today. And then last night I realised how much of my life I've got to get organised before I go travelling in January. So I need to start planning that. So the train ride to London, depending on how much work I get done, is either going to be really busy with client work, or really busy with life work, or really busy with business work. So it's going to be a good one. But no, with the client today, good old Scott, what we're doing today, we're going over, because he's coming to a trade show tomorrow, so bit of a tip for you if you've never done a trade show. What we do is we go through the exhibitors list. This is what someone called Matt actually taught me, and I'm hoping to see him tomorrow. So Matt goes through the exhibitors list and he spots like any prospects, any ideal clients. He then connects with them on LinkedIn. And then when they've accepted on LinkedIn, he then messages them. He's like, hey, like I've seen you at the trade show. Depending on who he's trying to talk to, so maybe it's like the founder or director. Like, are you there or is it the team? And if they go, oh, I'm there, then he makes like a list to go see them. If it's the team, depending on maybe what team member it is, he then won't like go. But I've kind of done the same, but I do it from like a networking point of view because I know quite a lot of people there and quite a lot of stands there. But I also do it from the odd prospect, especially now I've started to prospect more. So I've already done my version of that. And we're doing that with Scott today. So Scott prospects very different to mine. So we're doing that plan today. We've already started the first part. Today we're just going to decide on the final people, map the route of the trade show, because like I say, I'm there from 10. It starts at 10. I'm going to be there from 10 till 3, and I need to dart off sharply at 3 for Stansted Airport. So doing that today, and then also our fractional CTO and CMO Ryan, me and him are getting a meeting for like the next stages of the business, and then yeah, train is at 5:30, I think. Hopefully get first class. Good old Seat Frog, sponsor me. If you don't know what Seat Frog is, learn what Seat Frog is. Just because I don't get there till 7:30, so it's nice to get my dinner, get some drinks. One annoying thing though, the hostel I always stay at in London, I was there last week, I stay there all the time. I didn't book the refundable room because I never do. I've never had to reschedule. So I booked 2 nights because like I said, I was originally going to stay at the trade show, but now I'm going to Edinburgh. I was hoping that they would transfer it if they can't cancel it to a different time, because I'm there again at the end of the month. I was like, oh no, sorry, we can't do it. I was like, I did stay with you last week. You see how many times I've stayed here? Is there any chance you can make an exception? Like, no. So it might not be a lot of money, but it's just fucking annoying. So yeah, anyway, off to the office. Speak to you soon. Good morning, London. On the way to the Excel after being at the hostel last night. I was pooped after yesterday, so I didn't record any content in the hostel. Also, I think there's some places you just shouldn't record because like there's a mixture of different ages, mixture of different people. So I don't do it when I'm in the hostel. So yeah, but no. So now I am walking from the hostel, which is the Wombat, which is like Aldgate towards Tower Hill, to get on the DLR there to the Excel. I'm pretending people don't know how to get to the Excel. Oh, I can see the Shard. Bear with. Look at that. Oh, for that. There's first thing for your morning. So I got that. So I'm meeting up with Georgia. We're going to the Excel, or I'm meeting her there. Then I have got Luke running Roundtable. So Roundtable's online today. Luke's going to run it for me, which is awesome. So I need to get him on the meeting. Then I can enjoy the event. But funny story, police car, bear with. A funny story. In the hostel last night, was sat playing like a pub quiz. And there was this other guy, and the host goes around like, oh, where are you from, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, I live in Scotland, but I'm from Scotland, but I live in Manchester. I was like, oh, I'm from Manchester. He's like, oh, mate, let's chat, like I've just moved there. Turns out he's come for the exact same event as me. Also runs his own business, now got his Instagram, maybe meeting up today, and he's going to come to my events in Manchester. It was like a health and wellbeing business. That's what he said. Then I did some stalking. He's a bit of a bigger fish than I thought, which is good. So if you end up watching this man, there we go. But yeah, so about to run to the DLR. Already started networking. And yeah, it's going to be a fun day. I'll just shoot a lot of B-roll while I'm there. Maybe if we catch up 1 or 2 people, I'll see anyone I know. It'll be good. I'm bloody knackered. What a good day, honestly. So, just left Georgia's speech. I had to leave a bit early, but she was crushing it, and I'm so proud of her because the text started to like be a knob. Yeah, they went off screen. But like didn't throw her. She's been going through some like training for public speaking coaching. I'm so proud of her. Like she's just done so well. Me and Scott, great day. Cracked it. I think he's found a few prospects. I loved it. I kind of got in. I was like, I want to see how I'm feeling. Do I want it for like one business or for the other? So in the end, I ended up looking at it for round table, so like potential partners and things like that. And I found one, which is really cool. And Scott really liked them as well. Really cool business. Got their bag. Can't see it because I'm covered in shit. But it was just so good. So now, running for the tube. Let's get a train to Stansted to fly to Edinburgh. I'm hoping I get enough time. I've left a little bit earlier than I was going to. Hopefully I have enough time to do a little bit of work at the airport because I've not done anything. Yeah, so great day. Glad I came. Scott loved it. There's a clip earlier where like I was saying, we did like a plan for him coming. So like who did he want to speak to? Who did he not want to speak to? And it's really funny because so many people have paid so much money to come to this, and so many people have paid so much money to do a stall, and it just looks shit. Like they've just got like a roller banner on a table, and then wondering why no one talks to them. Whereas like their competitor has understood they've spent like 10 grand to come do a stand here. I don't know how much it is, but let's go with that. And then they've gone, well, we equally need to spend as much on the stall if we want to stand out. Like we need to give value, and it was the people that were actually giving value on the stands, but the popular ones, versus the ones that were just like, hi, buy my shit. The ones that were popular actually fixed a problem there and then, which was awesome. So yeah, good day. Anyway, I'm going to run now. I'm so warm. I've got like 4 layers on. And I've realised I've got some freebies. I need to get them on the plane. So I need to take them with me. We'll figure that out at the airport. Anyway, to Edinburgh. Oh, give us a wave. Hello. You all right? Well, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. You? Okay, we're in Edinburgh. So, just met Ben. Met him, went for a cheeky pint, quick catch up. He's exhausted, bless him. Obviously, I'm like, not a traveller's high, like you're doing flights or whatever, and I'm going to crash. So, I'm in Glasgow. So, I'm going to the hostel. I'm going to check in. I think there's a bar in it, which it's not the point of, I'm not going to get hammered, but like, I just need to chill out. It's just been, it's not even been a long day. It's actually been ridiculously easy, which is the bit I'm a bit like, so the original train from London directly to Edinburgh was 4.5 hours. The flight was actually an hour, not an hour and a half, which is awesome. But then at the time of like going to the airport, checking in all that, it actually worked out the same amount of time. But technically, it doesn't when I thought about it, because I had time to actually like sit, go in the airport lounge, get some food, have a drink, do a bit of work. Like it doesn't, it's the same amount of time till I get here, but it's not the same amount of time doing all that. So pretty good, and I quite like it. But the other thing is, moving forward, there's no flights from Manchester. Got to get a train, which is really annoying. So yeah, I'm going to rock up to the hostel. I'm right at the bottom of the famous castle thing. The hostel's called Castle Rock Hostel. Check it out. Going to do that, and then I'm going to get in there, chill out, need a shower. It's been a long ass day. Then we'll go again tomorrow. The plan is tomorrow I'm going to get there super early, set up, go meet the team at the venue. And yeah, super excited. I think we've had some more people buy tickets as well. Anyway, let's see what this hostel's like. finally leaving Edinburgh. How much content have I shot? Not a lot. The weather has been horrendous. I am absolutely soaked. I'm walking for the train now. You've seen the footage from the coffee morning. It was absolutely great. Fever stay after. Me and Ben like assessed what I want to do next and stuff. Honestly, it was so good. No critiques, none. But I am knackered. I am wet. My feet hurt. I've done something like 40,000 steps in like 2.5 days. So I'm now gonna pack up my train. And go home and get to Manchester. And then tomorrow we've got 2026 day planning with the roundtable lot and then wine club tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm tired. But yeah, there's not a lot of talk of me in Edinburgh because I didn't shoot that much. But we persevere. The hostel. Now the hostel was good. Don't know if I've already said this. Might stay there again. Not sure. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. I just didn't really get much sleep. I don't know if maybe because I was like anxious for today, like or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I think I'll probably do a proper summary tomorrow and we'll go from there. Off for my train. So, as always, I forget to wrap up the vlog. I was exhausted. I mean, exhausted when it came to like the end of the week. But what a really good week. Like, it was absolutely awesome. From going to London, doing the expo, seeing Georgia, flying to Edinburgh, seeing the launch of FCC, and business development day all day on Friday with Georgia. We was meant to do wine night on Friday, but I cancelled it because the weather was awful and everyone was dropping out. So it was just easier. Once again, I'd rather cancel an event than host a bad event. So yeah, cancelled that on Friday night. It's nice, gave me a bit of a break. I went out and had a few drinks. A little bit hungover on Saturday, but it was more to decompress. But what I realised was the reason I was so drunk was one, I had no dinner, rookie mistake, and two, exhaustion. I was absolutely knackered, and I knew it would happen. But obviously, the Negronis also tied in with that. But no, it was a really good week. Yesterday was a bit of a write-off. Like Saturday, I mean, like I don't normally do Monday to Sunday, but Saturday was a bit of a write-off. Not actually from obviously like being hungover or anything. I was honestly just done. I just yeah, it was a lot yesterday, but today's been good. But yeah, so I'm right wittering on. Like the week was just good. It was just carnage, man. I didn't get to record much of like talk to camera, so once again, there's quite a bit of B-roll, which is annoying. But it was a really good week and a good week of networking, a good week of meeting new people, especially at the business show. That was really good. It was nice to bump into some of my old networks, some of the old people that I used to network with when I first started in business. And then obviously Scotland, it was nice to meet some really cool people. Like, so Manchester's Founders Coffee Clubs are quite marketing dominant, whereas this one was very like tech dominant. So it was like a real cool flip. And all of them like talk about different things they're working on, different projects, a bit different niches they're working on. It was really cool. And then in particular, the hostel, which I think I've already said on Tuesday when I stay in London, met a guy there who's in Manchester. He's actually messaged me just before I did this clip about my events coming up. Runs his own business, was going to London for the same event, and now wants to come to my events here. And I literally met him in the hostel in London. Got a weird thing for this because my friend Huggy, my South African friend who I talk about a lot, I met him in a hostel in Barcelona, and now runs his own business and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But it's an awesome week. It was a busy week. Now this week coming up, I've got a bit of a is it a carnage week? I've got quite a work heavy week, like a normal work heavy week, but gotta admit, I feel like I'm a little bit behind just from the traveling and stuff, just because of how much it takes out of me. But I'm blessed that I've got amazing clients that understand. And there was a part of it as well, which is awesome. But yeah, I'm also conscious now that I go away in a month and a bit, which is scary. And I need to make a list of all the crap I need to sort with that. So right now, Sundays, I've done Sunday to Sunday. Um, I've done a lot of my work. I need to crack out quite a bit of client work. Um, we've got the gala not this week, next week for roundtables. I need to smash out quite a bit of that as well. Get ready for that. But yeah, it's quite a busy week, quite a listicle week, working for loads of lists. So yeah, we're going to crack on. But other than that, thank you so much. Thank you as always. Love you and leave you. And I will speak to you very soon.